You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, the first day of May. In our top story, a high-speed 7-vehicle crash occurs Wednesday afternoon in Las Vegas, leaving multiple people hospitalized, including one driver with unfortunately life-threatening injuries.
A high-speed chain reaction collision involving 7 vehicles sent multiple people to the hospital Wednesday afternoon in Las Vegas, with one driver sustaining life-threatening injuries. The crash occurred at 2:09 p.m. on University Center Drive, just south of East Harmon Avenue. According to investigators from Las Vegas Metro, the crash began when a Hyundai Elantra was traveling northbound at a high rate of speed and failed to slow down for stop traffic ahead. The Elantra slammed into the rear end of a Ford Transit van, which stopped in traffic. The impact caused the Elantra to veer left, where its rear struck the side of a tour bus in the adjacent lane. The force of the collision pushed the Ford Transit van into the rear of a Dodge Charger, setting off a chain reaction. The Charger was shoved forward into a Tesla Model 3, which then collided with a Toyota Highlander in the front lane of the stopped vehicles. Meanwhile, the debris of the Charger also struck a Toyota Camry that was stopped in the lane to its left. Emergency responders arrived on scene and transported several individuals to Sunrise Trauma Center for evaluation and treatment. While most of the individuals were later released, the driver of the Hyundai Elantra was admitted to the intensive care unit with life-threatening injuries. Anyone with additional information is asked to contact Las Vegas Metro's Traffic Division.
And turning now to political news, U.S. Senator Jackie Rosen continues her commitment to ensure Nevada does not reinstate full-scale nuclear detonations at the Nevada National Security Site. At a recent Senate meeting, Rosen secured an agreement with a nominee for the NNSA. Let's take a look.
U.S. Senator Jackie Rosen has secured a commitment from Vice Admiral Scott Pappano, a nominee for Principal Deputy Administrator of the National Nuclear Security Administration, to oppose the resumption of explosive nuclear testing at the Nevada National Security Site.
So for decades, this approach has received annual validation from the heads of national labs, U.S. Strategic Command, the Secretaries of Defense and Energy, including throughout the first Trump administration. Despite this consensus, some have advocated for a return to explosive nuclear testing. Can you imagine?
This commitment came during a hearing at the Senate Armed Services Committee, where Rosen questioned the nominee on his stance regarding nuclear testing in Nevada.
This era, unfortunately, left lasting radioactive contamination across millions of acres. It exposed countless people to dangerous radiation. It's an outcome that we must not repeat. Since the 1992 testing moratorium was signed by President George H.W. Bush, the NNSA has used subcritical experiments to ensure the safety, reliability, and effectiveness of our nuclear stockpile without the need for explosive testing.
Based on what you suggested there, Senator, thank you for the question, but if confirmed, I would not advocate for nuclear testing based on the amount of data we have from explosive testing, our extensive modeling and simulation capability, subcritical testing capabilities, and the annual verification.
From 1951 to 1952, the Nevada test site was the primary location for U.S. nuclear weapons testing. These tests caused widespread radioactive contamination that affected millions of people and vast areas across the Southwest.
Do you see any technical or strategic justification for resuming explosive testing?
Thank you, Senator. Again, based on the amount of explosive test data we have, the modeling and simulation capability, subcritical testing capabilities at the Nevada test site, among other places, and that annual verification, I do not see a need to return to explosive testing and would not advocate for that if confirmed.
Today, the Nevada test site conducts subcritical experience non-explosive tests carried out in underground laboratories to assess the safety, reliability, and effectiveness of the nation's nuclear stockpile. These experiments allow the U.S. to maintain its nuclear capabilities without the environment and health risks associated with a full-scale nuclear detonation.
And a spiritual gathering occurs at the White House today. Our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers joins us now from the city with more.
Today is the National Day of Prayer, a yearly tradition designated by U.S. Congress, and invites all to turn to God in prayer and meditation. According to the National Day of Prayer Task Force, the practice isn't just a day for praying Christians and includes people of every faith from all houses of worship. For the past 73 years, the White House has hosted a ceremony honoring the day. Here's a look at this year's National Day of Prayer commemoration.
Good morning. This is a beautiful day. We could not have asked for a more beautiful day than this. And maybe that means something. We're bringing back religion in our country, and we're bringing it back quickly and strongly. Because for America to be a great nation, we must always be one nation under God, a phrase that they would like to get rid of, the radical left. But Ben, I don't think we're going to let them get rid of that, right?
May 1st marks the National Day of Prayer, which was created in 1952 and enacted by President Harry Truman.
So as we bow our heads in this beautiful day, once again we have to trust our God, because our God knows exactly where we're going, what we're doing, knows every inch of our life. And may He continue to hear our prayers, to guide our steps and build up our beloved nation to even greater heights.
The annual observance is inclusive to all Americans and invites individuals to pray for the nation.
We're in the process of doing some great things. I get criticized no matter what, but I just go forward because everyone knows we're right. All we're doing is what they've done to us for 40 years, but we're doing it bigger and better. That's the only thing we're doing.
The day transcends differences, bringing together citizens from all backgrounds, according to nationaldayofprayer.org.
We're bringing back religion in our country, and we're bringing it back, as I say, bigger and better and stronger than ever before.
I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
God is. Reporting from Las Vegas and shooting it back over the hump to Pahrump, I'm Maria Centers for News 25.
Stick around, sports and much more is coming up after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, go VGK go, because they won Game 5 Tuesday and are playing Game 6 right now. Mikey Ruhan has all that and more in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Vegas Golden Knights, Minnesota Wild Game 6 in progress from St. Paul, Minnesota. Las Vegas Aces center Megan Gustafson will be sidelined indefinitely after sustaining a lower left leg injury. Updates will be provided by the team as appropriate. The Las Vegas Aviators defeated the Tacoma Rainiers Wednesday night by a score of 7-5. Las Vegas has now won 5 straight games. Game 3 continues Thursday on $2 beer night. First pitch is slated for 6:35 p.m. in Summerlin. And let's head up north to Toronto and check out this amazing catch by Dalton Varsho from the Blue Jays.
High fly ball center field. Varsho's back. He falls down. Oh my goodness, did he just do that?
Are you kidding me?
He made the catch after falling down behind his back. Wow. A circus catch if you have ever seen one.
Oh my God.
That was ridiculous.
Just the pure concentration. Oh my goodness. I mean, he hits and barrel rolls, somehow keeps his eye on this. Watch this. First off, I thought this was getting out of the ballpark. Loses his footing. How does he keep his eye on that ball and still make the backhand catch? That was unbelievable.
You must be joking.
And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Watch out there, Mikey. I can't catch like him. Wow. And go Knights go. They're up 1 right now in that game. And for the latest, tune into News 25 on successive newscasts. Now turning now to more local news, Pahrump's biggest parade of the year is heading into orbit. Coming up, we'll tell you how this year's Fall Festival Parade is taking a cosmic twist that's sure to dazzle spectators of all ages. Stay tuned for this out-of-this-world details.
The countdown has begun for one of Pahrump's most anticipated annual events. The Fall Festival Parade is making its grand return this September with the theme that is truly out of this world. This year's theme invites participants to think beyond the stars with intergalactic floats, space-age performances, and dazzling costumes to light up the streets of Pahrump. The parade will take place on Saturday, September 27th at 9 a.m., with lineup beginning bright and early at 7 a.m. on South Dandelion Street near Napa. Participants, whether marching, riding, or just performing, are encouraged to submit their entries no later than Thursday, August 29th at 4:30 p.m. Those who are interested in the parade can download the entry form either on our Facebook page or at PahrumpNV.gov. For more information, residents can contact Courtney Kenny at 775-727-2825, or you can email her at cdkenney@PahrumpNV.gov. With Pahrump preparing to blast off into a galaxy of fun, organizers say this Fall Festival Parade is shaping up to be a truly stellar experience.
And May is Electrical Safety Month, so Valley Electric Association is showing us just how important safety is to them and should be for all of us.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Safety runs through everything. May is Electrical Safety Month. Valley Electric knows that safety is the backbone of reliability. This May, during National Electrical Safety Month, we're especially committed to reminding everyone about the importance of electrical safety in your home and business. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, which includes providing resources and knowledge to keep you safe, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do.
And we have some health news you can use, especially if you're having trouble sleeping, snoozing. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, if you're like me, we all have nights where we stay up a little later than we should. But if you're a night owl like me by nature, it might be doing us more harm, and it's actually harmful to our health more so than we realize.
We live in a sleep-deprived society with about 40% of adult Americans getting inadequate sleep. And the night owls are particularly at risk for chronic sleep deprivation, and that puts our bodies and every organ system, our brains, at risk for health problems.
Dr. Nancy Foldberry is a sleep specialist with Cleveland Clinic. She says night owls often don't get the rest they need because they go to bed too late. Over time, lack of sleep can raise the risk of conditions like depression, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes. With this in mind, it's important to figure out whether bad habits or a sleep disorder are making you a night owl. Dr. Foldberry says simple things like using your phone or watching TV before bed can keep you up. It's also possible to have something called delayed sleep phase syndrome.
One of the circadian rhythm disorders that's very common and particularly presents in the pediatric age range, usually adolescence, and then continues in adulthood, is delayed sleep phase disorder. So this is a disorder where sleep timing is delayed. It's impossible for people to fall asleep at the normal time, and so they're sleeping 2 to 4 hours later than that.
Now here's Josh Osborne with great computer deals with this week's Tech Tip.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. We're continuing right along on our series about backing up your electronic devices. Earlier we talked about backing up an iPhone. We've also talked about backing up your Android phone. Today's video, we're talking about how to back up your Windows-based PC. And let me just say, guys, backing up your information is so important. I hate all those moments I've had to tell customers that their hard drive has failed and their business documents or their family photos are gone forever. Don't be the next victim. Think ahead, back up your data, have things in place right now while everything is still healthy, because it's electronics at the end of the day. Things fail inevitably. You guys need to be prepared. So let's talk about it. Backing up your PC, there's two different ways you can go. You can do the local backup and you can do the cloud backup. What a local backup is, that means that you provide a device like a flash drive or an external hard drive, you plug that into your computer and everything is duplicated. That means all your information on your computer, a second copy is made and it's stored on that drive just in case something happens to that computer. That's a great way to go about it. The other option is what we call a cloud backup, which means all your data gets backed up, but it's not stored on your own device, it's stored on the internet with a service, like a Crash Plan or a Carbonite or other popular options that are out there. So you need to decide which one you want to go with. There's pros and cons with either one. I actually use both, but let's talk about it. Number one, the local backup I like because it's something that's in my control. It's something in my possession. I could plug it into my computer and I use a program that's built into Windows called File Explorer. Every version has it. And what you do is you open up that program and it shows you all the files and folders on your computer. You plug in your storage device, like I said, a flash drive or external hard drive, and you duplicate, you make copies of everything. You drag and drop everything you care about to that device. That's a great way to go. Number two would be the cloud option. What's cool about that is it automates the entire process. So that means if you don't really want to have to worry about manually backing up your data day after day or week after week, you subscribe to a service. Like I said, Crash Plan and Carbonite are two of the ones that I use the most. You pay them a very fair monthly fee. What you do is you go into the program and you set up what you want backed up and when you want it backed up, and then you just turn your brain off. If this sounds really complicated, you want more help, feel free to come into the store. We can do a lot of this stuff for you guys. We're more than happy to do so. Come in, we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 3, and we'll get you all taken care of and teach you how to make sure that all your important files are backed up moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. There's a lot more to come. We'll catch you on the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam of our first look of May. And yes, there are dark shelves of clouds between Pahrump and Las Vegas. There are also scattered showers. So be careful out there on the roadways, and we'll take a closer look at weather after this break. Good
evening, Nevada. My name is Rory Rosell, coming to you from the Channel 25 Weather Studios. And taking a look at Nevada right now, up in northern Nevada, Fernley is seeing 75 degrees. Fallon is seeing 77. Carson City at 74. Tonopah is seeing 68 degrees. Goldfield at 69. Beatty's at 77. Amargosa is at 83 degrees. Las Vegas is at 80 and Death Valley is at 94 degrees. But here in the beautiful paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 76 degrees. The high today was 80 degrees with cloudy skies. The wind was blowing east-southeast at 9 miles per hour today. Humidity 24%. And the sun rose this morning at 5:50 and is setting tonight at 7:31 p.m. The humidity raises up to 35% and the wind continues to blow east at 8 miles per hour. The low tonight is going to be 58 degrees. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Tomorrow on Friday, we are seeing 87 degrees with sunny skies, though the sun does go away over the weekend into next week. On Saturday, it will be windy and cloudy at 84 degrees. Then it drops down to 66 on Sunday with rain into Monday at 64. The sun comes back on Tuesday at 68 degrees, 77 on Wednesday, and 10 degrees difference again at 87 next Thursday. So enjoy the little bit of rain because it's going to get hot again. Back to the desk, here's Unette.
All right, thanks so much, Rory. And this May weather looks like it may be shaping up to a more beautiful spring. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.